So I got Opal Camo in Black Ops 6 Zombies, and here's how you can too. So today I'm gonna unlock Opal for all of my ARs today. You can see I have gold for the XM4, the AK, the Amos, the GPR, the Model L, and the Goblin. Right now I have to do the AS Val. I literally, as you can see up on the top right, I just got 255. I've already done all the Easter eggs and stuff like that too. So right now it's just camo grind right now. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I finished the Goblin when I reached level 53. So I had to do the compact in the meantime, and I just unlocked 55. So now we're going to go through the AS Val. It's a completely fresh gun, so we're going to start from complete scratch, and then, you know, do all the camos and then start the Opal challenge and then get all that done. It's going to be a complete clean loadout. Let me go through some class setups. The ARs, it's mainly the same attachments. I'm just going to show the Goblin, for example. If you go over to the gunsmith, for the Goblin specifically, actually, I put reflex sight on it because it's a semi-auto, and the rest of them are all fully auto. And I didn't mind their iron sight, so I didn't use a red dot on it. But on this one, I did use one. Mainly, the main attachment that you want to go for is definitely the suppressor, because as you can see on the right, it has a chance to drop extra salvage. The salvage is used for upgrading your gun's rarity, as well as getting any other score streaks or self revives and stuff like that you would need. So the rest of them are pretty, like, you can choose really whatever you'd like. I always like going for the penetration damage, probably one of these stocks. This one, the aim walking movement speed, that one looks like it's a nice stock. And then the grip, again, ADS sprint to fire is totally fine. The one attachment that I would recommend is having extended mag. When I was doing the camo, I only had one, but if you can grab the second one, go ahead. As you can see, it upgrades the mag size from 30 to 40, and then when you pack a punch it, it gives you, I think, double the mag size or around there, and that'll definitely help you get your camo grind go faster. In terms of the attachments, that's about it. For the challenges themselves, you have to get 2,000 crit kills and then do the 2 special camos and then the gold camo. The military camos are all the same, all of them, I think, except for the launchers and the knives are all 2,000 critical kills. And then the special camos, they vary from gun to gun. Just make sure you check the gun and see what challenges you get, and then you can plan accordingly. For the AS Val specifically, there's a camo challenge where you have to get 30 parasite elims, and for that, the parasites only spawn on Terminus. For all of the military camos, it's optimal to go on Liberty Falls for that one, since it's a lot easier to train and unlock pack-a-punch and stuff early. So we're going to be doing the crit kills on Liberty Falls. We're going to be doing the parasite elims, the dead wire, and the gold. I think we're going to be doing the gold and the Opal camo challenge all on Terminus, and then we're going to be doing the crit kills up on Liberty Falls. How I'd like to do it, we'll jump into a game right now. Actually, before we jump into a game, I want to go through a class setup real quick. For the class setup, it's really your personal preference, what you like to use for going up the round. We're going to be going to around 30 to 35 or so. Once you reach around 30 or 35, you're going to get around 1,000 crit kills. That's about the range where your guns start to fall off, even with tier 3 pack-a-punch and legendary rarity. So just to keep the grind fast and have kills consistently, we're going to be doing 2 games of round 30 or so, and by the second game you should be done with the gold and the Opal camo challenge. I was using Frenzy Guard for most of the grind, since you unlock Ether Shroud like level 40, 43, 47. So you can either use Frenzy Guard or Ether Shroud, whatever you'd like. I wouldn't use Energy Mine or Dark Flare personally, because it kills the zombies. It doesn't really help you with your grind per se, but if you think you're gonna go down and you need something else, Energy Mine is pretty okay. Healing Aura, you could also use Healing Aura, but that's kind of more for like co-op thing. But if you want to use it, you can go ahead. There's no real requirement. Tacticals and lethals, whatever you'd like. I personally like using concussions because it does help, you know, slow the zombies down a bit. If you're having trouble getting those headshots, you can use the concussions. Gobblegums, I don't use any Gobblegums. If you are to use any, however, I would probably only use a Killjoy, the one that spawns in the insta-kill power up. That one is the only useful one for you. I mean, you can always go for, you know, the max ammos or the armors, but, you know, you have ammo crate, pair your armor in game, so you don't really have to use any gobblegums per se. For the augments, it's gonna take you a good while to round up these augments. As you can see, I've only done, you know, quick revive and jug, some of these, but as you unlock your augments, as soon as you unlock it, make sure you go over to Deadshot, Daiquiri, and start upgrading Deadshot. As you can see, the first major augment Deadhead, where it further increases crit damage, is going to be really useful for those critical kills, since it'll give you even more damage to the head. You can also use the other major augments, like the double crit damage if enemies at full, or the chance to adding a bullet to your mag. But just for consistency's sake, I feel like putting on Deadhead is going to be really good and consistent for getting those critical kills. Ammo mods and field upgrades, you're not really going to need in terms of the camo grind. It's good to do these ammo mods once you get all your perks set up, because the perks are kind of where the augment system really shines. The ammo mods and the field upgrades, they're not as significant as the perk augments, so I would definitely prefer going for the perk augments first rather than doing the ammo mods or the field upgrades. It doesn't really say how you get the augments, but it's mainly just grinding XP, and since we're all getting our critical kills and our multi kills, we're going to be getting XP pretty quickly. So all you have to do is just kind of check the perk that you want. So if you want to go on Deadshot, just click on it, and once you see it's checked, you'll see up on the bottom right that it's researching Deadshot and what what augment you're grinding for, and just leave it unlocked there, and then while you play the game, it'll unlock it by itself. You don't have to do anything special for that one. And that's about it for our setup. Anyways, there's not that much setting up for the camo grind, really. It's mainly just going to be what gun you want to use and any attachments that you'd like. For the headshots, we are going to be going for Liberty Falls. It is going to be an easy setup. Once we go in game, I will show you guys kind of like my routine of what I do in a game to kind of flow in like a smooth and fast kind of flow, to where you're always doing something. I will show you kind of my routine. I don't know if it's optimal or not. To me, it feels like it's pretty optimal, so I can go ahead and show you guys what I do personally. Okay, so I just noticed that when I was recording, my bitrate was awfully low. That whole game I didn't record, but anyways, I was trying to fix it, and as I was trying to fix it, my game just crashed. It was my first crash that I've experienced in this game so far. I heard it's been happening a lot in multiplayer, but I haven't even touched multiplayer right now, so that is my first crash. I got through most of them. I got to 952 crit kills. It kind of works out because the special camos I can't even do in Liberty Falls, since I have to do site elims, which is in Terminus. So I mean, it works out in the end. So we're gonna go hop into a second game. We are gonna have to do a third game, unfortunately, because we have to switch the map, but that's totally okay. With that one, we can do the gold camo, and we can start doing the Opal challenge as well. Since this one's the last gold we need, we can start doing the Opal challenge. I was going through all of the steps or kind of like my procedure that I run through in Liberty Falls to kind of flow the game, kind of proceed in a way where it's effective and you don't really waste your time buying the wrong stuff in game. I did do that in the other recording, but since the bitrate was, completely awful, I'm just gonna show you guys again to show you guys kind of what I do, my schedule and routine of the map. I think it's pretty optimal. There's probably some small optimizations that I could do, but for the most part, it's a pretty good strategy and routine to follow while going for camos. At least I did level up my gun a decent bit in that last game, so I do have the little fast mags. It does come with 5 extra rounds. I haven't unlocked the extended mags 1 yet, so this is as best as I could do right now, but that still works. It still gives us a little bit more ammo. So I like staying here in spawn, I'd say till round 3 or so, till round 3, and then I open this gate and head over there. As you're doing that, just continue getting your critical kills, because that is the goal at the end of the day. We are grinding camo, so we're going for critical kills. If you don't like any of the iron sights for any of the guns, you do unlock the iron sights, the red dots pretty quickly and low into the levels, the gun levels. So if you need to switch them, you can go ahead and do that. I just unlocked the extended mag right there. If only I did that on my last game before I crashed. So enough points to open the store. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna stay here in this alley till the end of the round and then continue on. Okay, the round has ended. We have enough points to open this barrier. We're gonna run over to the next barrier. I like sitting around the top side. All the zombies usually spawn down here in the street area, and I can just kind of pick them off from up here. Okay, round 4 has ended. We have enough for the barrier. Well, in my last game, I did have enough salvage to upgrade to green rarity. It looks like I'm a little bit behind on this one, but that's totally okay. We should have enough salvage by the end of this round, round 5. We're still going to be sitting here for a little bit. I like to sit here in this area until we have enough to pack a punch. So we're going to be here for a few rounds. We got enough to upgrade to green rarity. We do have enough to open up this barrier, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm still gonna stay in the outside area for a few rounds until we get pack a punch. We should have that by next round, or round 7. We should have it by the end of that. We have enough to pack a punch. Let's go ahead and do that. Now that we have pack a punch level 1, we are gonna go ahead and save enough points to open this barrier. Once we open this barrier, we're gonna be right outside the bowling alley. We're gonna be in that street for most of the game. That's gonna be where we're gonna kill our birds off to get our critical kills. We got enough to open the barrier, so now we're up in our little spot right here. We got this street area. This is kind of like I think kind of area to train. It's a decent space. All of the other spots on the map are a little bit enclosed. We do have the area in front of Pack a Punch, but that one has a lot of cars. You know, they're like kind of in the way. Even though you can't cancel them, they can get in the way sometimes. So this is kind of like the most open area and easiest to get your headshot. It doesn't mean that you have to stay here. I mean, you're just getting the headshot. So if you feel like you're more comfortable in another area of the map, by all means, you can go ahead and use that part of the map. I personally like this street here. Kaboom! So now while we're here, we are going to go ahead and save up for tier 2 pack a punch. And we are 50 salvage off of upgrading to blue rarity. So at the end of the round, we should have enough to do that. I'm not sure if we'll have enough for pack a punch, but if we do, we'll go ahead and do that. Kills are your best friend where you're doing these camos, so just go ahead and single tap fire. Make sure you're aiming kind of like above their head so it counts. You'll know if the hit marker has the 2 lines at the top, that means it's a critical kill. If it's just like one set of lines, then that means you didn't get critical kill. So just make sure you're aiming slightly above the head, so you're hitting them like in their forehead area, so you're confirming the critical kill. We didn't have quite enough for a double pack a punch, but we do have enough for blue rarity, so we'll go ahead and get that. We're gonna go back to our spot and continue grinding our points.
Whoops! Where'd your head go?
For the manglers and abomination, to hit them in the head, that's the damage multiplier where it's at. The mangler's helmet destroys, it breaks pretty easy when you aim for their helmet, and it leaves their head exposed, and you do even more damage. You do crazy amount of damage. So every time you see them, just make sure you're hitting them up in their head area instead of their body armor. And if you hit them with their body armor, you're gonna eat a bunch of your bullets. We're at the end of the round here. We do have enough for a double pack a punch, so let's go ahead and do that.
Boy,
Just got double pack a punch.
I could really tear into
So now at this point, double pack-a-punch is going to carry us for a good while, well, probably up into the mid 20s, mid to early 20s. So at this point, this is when I start saving up my points to grab to upgrade my armor and grab all of my perks. We are going to need Deadshot exactly later, but since there's no perk machine on this map, we are going to have to wait until 25 for the Wonder Fruit to pop up on top of this building over here. There is a free Easter egg involving a sniper and shooting some cans outside of a barrier, but I don't really want to use my time to do that. It is a quick Easter egg, but I'll just you don't really need it on these lower rounds. By the time you get to 25, you are gonna need it. Not for the zombies, but mainly for the specials, the special zombies for the you know, the special zombies.
Dad would have been proud of that one.
For the abominations, there you go. The members and the abominations, you're gonna need Deadshot, but for the zombies, you don't really need it. Like even in the 20s, you're not really gonna need it. Well, probably in the 30s, it'll start to help.
Make room, you rotten sausages.
But yeah, you don't really need Deadshot like now, so that's why I just like wait until the Wonder Fruit pops up at 25. It makes it a little easier.
See that one head pop off? Don't let it escape.
Bonus points. Kaboom!
Time to bring the pain.
That's Dr. Moline. Joined the physics team last year. Nice enough guy, but weird.
See? Can't be hungry if you don't have a head. Problem solved. Fucking hell. Are we there yet?
Okay, so now I am gonna cut ahead over to when we're done with our 2,000 headshot kills. We're probably gonna be on round 35, probably between 33 and 35. And then right now I will show you the rest of my little routine that we're going for now. Pretty much after this, just grab the rest of your perks, upgrade your armor, and then level up, or grab your perks and then so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the routine that I do for my camo grinds after this. So after this, I just grab another perk, so I just grab stamina, and then pack-a-punch to level 3. and then upgrade my armor fully, and by then it should be round 25, so you can grab Deadshot with the win. And by then you're going to be all set. You're going to have legendary,
Listen, fuckers. Efficiency is key when running a business.
Where we'll have our,
This is me being. Oh shit, didn't sound so much like Mum's daughter. Can't tell you how much I love that popping sound.
Insta-kill.
Pick up windows open.
Yeah. Feels like my blood's been swapped with jet fuel.
Extractions available in your AO.